Hello and welcome to the video tutorial for the Salesforce connector for the WordPress WooCommerce. This is an amazing extension which integrates between WooCommerce and Salesforce. With the help of this extension, WooCommerce content gets synchronized to Salesforce to give a brand new picture. With the help of this application, user can synchronize the products and category from Salesforce to WooCommerce and vice versa. It helps to increase the data integrity and the real-time order synchronization and provide the customer services to the design level. If we talk about its features, it acts as a bridge between WooCommerce and Salesforce. It can process bulk data synchronization from WooCommerce to Salesforce and vice versa. User can navigate to Salesforce by clicking the order ID, the Salesforce, and there is an option to disable and enable the real-time synchronization of orders and user from WooCommerce to Salesforce. It provides the automatic synchronization of orders from WooCommerce to Salesforce at the time of checkout. Apart from this, it provides the field mapping features for the products, users, orders, and opportunities. Now, it is all about the features. Now, you can proceed through the installation, the configuration part. Now go to the appexchange.salesforce.com and the eShop sync for WooCommerce. And there's quick find search box, and when you would appear in this page, click on Get It Now, or you can see the overview. You can see all the information related to the application, the version of the package, and what are the requirements which would be fulfilled by this application. Click on Get It Now. Click on Install in Production. Click on the Terms and Conditions and confirm install. Click on Install for all users and click on Install. Now click on Done. As you can see that the application has been installed successfully. Now we can proceed through the installation, the configuration. Now we need to update the field level permissions for the specific profiles. Now first click on Permission Sets. In the permission set, you have to assign the eShop sync permission set to the specific user who is going to use the application. After assigning the permission set, you have to update the field accessibility for the accounts, orders, and products. Click on the accounts fields. In the fields, you need to update the field accessibility for the Woo company name and the fields which was related to the eShop sync for the WooCommerce. Click on Woo company name. Click on View Field Accessibility. Over here you can find that the field accessibility for the system administrator was hidden. Click on Hidden and enable the field accessibility for Woo company name and click on Save. As you have done with the Woo company name, you have to do the same for the Woo customer email and Woo customer ID. This is for the accounts fields. the same you have to do for the products and order fields. You need to assign the field accessibility for the products fields. Same you have to do for the order fields. So once you will provide the field accessibility for all the objects, you can view all the field which would be used for the eShop sync for WooCommerce. Once the user would assign all the field accessibility, they can view all the field or access all the fields related to the application. So once you have done with the configuration at Salesforce, and let's proceed to install Salesforce WooCommerce connector at WordPress end. Now click on Install Plugins, click on Add New. You need to upload the file which you will receive once you will purchase the connector. Click on Install now. Click on Activate Plugin. As you can see that the plugin was installed successfully. Now, once the plugin was activated, you can see that there is a panel of the Salesforce connector would appear. Over here, you can turn the configuration. So in this section, you have to connect to the Salesforce org. Click on Connect Salesforce Production. Once you would connect to the Salesforce org, you would able to get all the user related information at the user interface section. So from this section you can refresh the connection, or you can disconnect the connected account, or you can reset all the previous mapping which you have connected. So this is all about the user related information. Now click on Category and Product section. So in the Category and Product section, you can enable and disable the sync process of categories to Salesforce. You can enable and disable the transfer of images and files to Salesforce. When you would enable this, you can able to get the folders present at the Salesforce end. By selecting the eShop sync, you can able to sync all the images related to the product and category to the Salesforce end. In this folder, you would fetch all the images of the products and categories, and it would be stored at the Salesforce end. You can select the price book. In this section, you can able to see all the price book which would selected at the Salesforce end. You can select the price book from here, and even you can select the existing standard price book. Now click on Save. Now in the accounts and contacts, there is an option to select the sync all the contacts to the individual accounts, or sync all the contact to the single accounts. So in the sync all contact to the individual accounts, we will discuss this functionality later. Once you would disable this option, you can able to select the main account and guest account. This is a list of the accounts present at the Salesforce end. So I have selected the main account. guest account. And there is an option to enable auto user synchronization. Once you would select this account, you can able to fetch all the contact related information at the specific account. At the guest account, you can able to store all the guest user checkout, the guest account, and for the main account you can able to fetch all the contact related information at the main account. In this account, the account ID in which all the user would store as a contact and all the information related to the contact would store accordingly. So once you would select the guest account, so all the related guest user checkout information would store accordingly in the guest account. So click on Save Changes. In the Order and Opportunity section, you can enable the opportunity section. Once you would enable the opportunity section, you can add the contact role to the specific opportunity, or you can select the contact role from the pick-click section. You can enable the order creation from this checkbox, or you can select the auto order synchronization and auto opportunity synchronization by enabling this checkbox. Now click on Save Changes. So we have configured everything successfully. So now we need to synchronize the details of WordPress to Salesforce. So first we need to synchronize the users, categories, products and orders, and this is the pattern that we have to follow. So click on Synchronize Users. In the Synchronize User section, you can synchronize the user by click on the All Users. You can perform the bulk action by you can select the Export Users. Click on Apply. And you can see the user exported started. You can see the time lapse of the users, as well as you can see that in the checkbox you can synchronize the all user. You can see the synced item which was synchronized. You can see the unsynced item, and when the error would appear in syncing, you can see those error in this section. As you can see that the all user was synchronized successfully. This is the option we have used through the export selected users. Now we can unlink all the mapping. And we can synchronize the users. The user was successfully synchronized. Now we can see the at the Salesforce end, in the customer section at the Salesforce end, you can see all the 4 users was synchronized successfully. From this pick list section, you can select the Woo customers. You can see all the 4 users was synchronized successfully. In this section, you can see the user information. You can see the Woo company name. You can see the details of the user related to the phone. In this section, you can see if the user would sync as a guest account or a main account. You can see the account name of the specific user. In this section, you can set the record page as per your need, or from the customer source, you can set show all customer. You can select the Woo customer, or you can show the Salesforce customer. So the users was synchronized successfully. Now let's proceed to synchronize the categories. So in this section we have few functionality. You can see the buttons that you can synchronize the categories. You can export categories and you can import the categories. With the export categories, you can export all the categories details of WordPress to Salesforce if you would click on export categories. if you would click on import categories, it would import the details of categories available in your Salesforce through WordPress. From the drop down, you can select the option. If you want to select the export selected category, then you have to select one category and click on export selected categories and apply. And you can see that the category was synchronized successfully. Okay, now you can perform the bulk action by click on all the categories, and you can synchronize the categories by performing the bulk actions. You can see that the Salesforce category ID which was generated, you can, by clicking on this category ID, you can directly reach to the Salesforce. As you can see that all the category was successfully synchronized to Salesforce. Now click on this category ID, you can see all the information related to the specific category. You can see the information related to the specific category in this Salesforce end. While syncing the categories, it might be possible that you would got some error at the runtime. So let's verify and resolve this. If you would experience any issue at the WooCommerce category not found, then you have to make sure that you have updated all the field accessibility for the accounts, orders, products and contacts. So you have to make sure that you have updated all the field accessibility. Once you would update all the field accessibility and make it visible, then it would be sure that you would not face any error related to the WooCommerce category not found. So now we have to verify at the Salesforce end that all the category was synchronized successfully. So you can see that all the category was synchronized the Salesforce end. So over here you can search the different categories, specific category you want to search. You can select the category as a all category, Salesforce category or Woo category. And from the record per page, you can select the records, how many records you want to show on the specific page. And over here you can create a different category as per your needs. Over here we have a few options, like we can synchronize all products, that will export and import, and you have another import options. We have a few limitation, you can add the limitation over here. Or for synchronizing the product, you can select all the products, apply the actions which you want to apply, and synchronize the products. Click on apply. Over here you can see that you can enable the all products. You can see the synced items by enabling the synced items, or you can see the unsynced item by disabling the other checkbox and enabling the unsynced items. As you can see that all the product has synchronized successfully. Now you can verify at the Salesforce end by clicking on the product ID. By clicking on this product ID, you can see the specific information of this product. You can see all the information related to the product has been synchronized. Now you can see the list of the product at the Salesforce end. Here you can see all the list of the products. From this section, you can search the specific products. You can set the record per page according to your requirement. You can select the category of the product. You can set the products according to your requirement. As we have selected the show Woo products, you can select the product type according to your requirement. And the product you can select the price book according to your requirement. The price book which you would set, you can see the products according to the selected price book. So this is all about the synchronization of products from WooCommerce to Salesforce. So let's proceed to the synchronization of orders. Click on Synchronize Orders. Over here you can apply the different options. You can select the all orders. You can see the synced items. By disabling this option, you can see the unsynced items. Or if you would, there would be error appear in syncing the orders, you can see all the errors in this order sync section. So let's proceed with the order sync. Enable the orders and apply the options. As you can see that the order was synchronized successfully, and if you would found any error, then the error would appear in this error in order sync section. And after that you can verify the root cause of this error and resolve this issue accordingly. If the issue would appear, then it would appear in this section with the red cross icon. So you can verify the root cause of this issue and resolve the issue accordingly. So let's verify at the Salesforce end. Over here you can see that the order was synchronized successfully. From here you can set the specific orders. From here you can select the order according to your requirement. As I have selected the Woo orders, you can see the Woo order number here. You can see the concerned account, as I have selected the main account and I have selected the guest account. You can see the order status as well as number of the item which was contained in the order number. You can change the record section according to this option. So this is all about the order synchronization. So as we have done with the synchronization functionality of the users, categories, products and orders, so let's proceed towards the document. If we talk about documents, we have the functionality to verify the folders in which we have stored the images of the products and categories. You have to select the folder from here. You would get all the images of the specific products in this folder. You just need to select the folder and you would get all the images of the products and category in this folder. In the lead section, you will find all the leads available at the Salesforce end. Here you can find all the leads which would present at the Salesforce end. So this is the interface and the functionality of the Salesforce WooCommerce Classic View. So let's proceed towards the configuration at the Lightning. So in order to register with the Lightning, first you have to register your domain first. For registering the domain, you have to follow this blog. In this blog, you can follow the steps for registering how to register the domain. Once you would register the domain, then you can proceed through the Salesforce Lightning. So once you have registered your domain, after that we have to verify the custom tab setting for the Lightning view. Click on Profiles. Select the specific profile for the system administrator. So in the profile, you need to verify that the tab for the custom settings for the default on. Click on Edit. As you can see that here the tabs for the eShop sync was default on. So you just need to verify that, and after that you have to make sure that all the custom object permissions was enabled. You have to verify that the eShop sync configuration was enabled and the custom object for the like WooCommerce categories, product category mapping should be default on. Once you would verify this settings, you can save this. So now let's switch to the Lightning experience. You have to select the WooCommerce Salesforce Lightning tab. Here you can see the user interface of the WooCommerce Salesforce Lightning. So you can see that the leads, you can see the categories, you can switch towards the products, customers, orders, and documents, and rest all the functionality would work same as it would work in the classic view. So you can avail these services in the Salesforce Lightning and the Salesforce Classic as well. So now let's proceed to verify the Salesforce navigation setting application so that you can avail these services on the Salesforce navigation app. Enter the Salesforce navigation in the quick find search box. And you need to select all the tabs related to the eShop Sync and the eShop Sync for WooCommerce. And add into the selected area. Click on Save. So this is all about the functionality and installation and configuration of Salesforce One navigation in Classic and in Lightning. So I've explained all the features, configuration and the steps of WordPress end, and I've explained the synchronization of users, categories, products and orders. So in order to select the second option, if you would select this option, then you would need not to select any account in which all the user will be stored as a contact, and in this functionality all the registered users will be assigned as a account, and under that account they will be stored as a contact. So you need not to select any account for that specific one. All the user would store as an individual account and the contact for the same. So this is the synchronization functionality for the users. And in the user guide, you can go through the features of the application. You can go through the configuration of the application. You can find the configuration of the Lightning as well as Classic. You can go through the configuration for the Salesforce One mobile app. And if you would face any issue, you just need to create one ticket. You can create the ticket through this link, and we will get back accordingly to you resolve your issue. So this is all about the functionality and features of the application. So thanks a lot for watching the video, and thanks a lot for your time. Hope you like it. Thank you.